Hey everyone, before we dive in, could you do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button? We're so close to 7,000 subs and it would mean the world. Also drop a like and let me know what you think in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you. I never imagined a random Tuesday could hit me like a freight train. But that's exactly what went down when Mia phoned me out of the blue. We'd been tight for almost a decade. The kind of bond that made it through cross-country moves, career switches. Even that dumb fight years ago over something so small it's laughable now. I'd always known Mia to be a little wild, extra at times, but her heart was huge and her loyalty ran deep. Or at least that's what I used to believe. Right up until that call. "Jordan, I'm getting married," she said, voice steady. Almost like she'd practiced it in the mirror, but I caught the tiny shake underneath. I just stared at my phone, blinking like the screen had glitched. "To someone else," she tacked on, as if that cleared everything up. First thing out of my mouth was a choked laugh that sounded more like I was dying. "Wait, what?" She let out this long, heavy sigh, like every unspoken thing from the last 10 years was riding on it. "I know it's out of nowhere. This isn't how I planned to tell you, but I'm happy. I think I'm happy." That word slammed into me. 10 years of stupid inside jokes, 3 a.m. phone calls, all the almost we never said out loud, and now it was supposedly wiped out with one sentence. I forced my voice to stay level. "Cool. Go be with him then." Yeah, it came out cold. Maybe too cold. But it was honest. I wasn't about to beg. Not after all the times she'd slowly drifted, saying she needed space, or was finding herself. I was done squeezing into a corner of her life that clearly had no room for me. Dead silence on the line. I could hear her AC humming in the background, her careful little breaths, and then her laugh. Sharp, caught off guard but not mean. "You're actually okay with this?" she asked, like she couldn't compute it. I gave a tired chuckle. I've been okay for a while. Just didn't realize you'd make it official before I got the chance to say how I really felt. Another pause. This one stretched forever, thick with everything we'd left hanging for years. "Jordan, you have feelings for me?" I exhaled, half relieved, half annoyed. "Yeah, but I'm not gonna fight for something that's already checked out. You picked your lane." She didn't say anything for the longest time. And in that quiet, I swear I could almost hear her second-guessing everything. "Ethan," she started. I shook my head even though she couldn't see. "Jordan. It's Jordan." A softer laugh this time. "You're not mad." Mad's not the word. Disappointed? Hurt. Maybe even a little proud of myself. Proud. She sounded genuinely confused. For knowing when to bow out. For not groveling. For keeping whatever dignity I've got left when everything's crashing. Another heavy pause. "I didn't think you'd take it like this," she admitted, voice small. I shrugged into the empty room. 10 years with you teaches a person a few things. You don't walk away from that unscathed without picking up some survival skills. After that, we talked slow, careful, like we were tiptoeing around broken glass. Not about the wedding, not about the guy, not about us yet. We talked about the old days, the dumb stuff that used to make us cry laughing. For a minute it felt like nothing had changed. But reality doesn't let go that easy. There was a ring now, a date, a whole future that didn't have my name on it. Then, right in the middle of retelling that time, we filled our friend's dorm with balloons. Her voice cracked just a little. "I don't know if I'm ready," she whispered. "Not for him. Not really." My heart stopped. This was it, the movie moment I'd played in my head 1,000 times. But I didn't pounce. I stayed quiet and let her keep talking. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't about winning her back or finally getting my big confession scene. This was about her seeing things clearly for the first time. No filters, no excuses. Sometimes truth isn't fireworks. Sometimes it's just a quiet Tuesday voice crack on a random phone call. Her words floated there. "I don't know if I'm ready." Not for him. I didn't fill the silence. This was her mess to sort. Finally she spoke again, barely above a whisper. "Jordan, I've been lying to myself. I thought this was what I wanted, but I think I've just been running from something I didn't want to look at." I swallowed hard. Running from what? More silence, louder than any answer. Then, so soft I almost missed it. From us. From what we had. And now I'm terrified I threw it away for nothing. Goosebumps everywhere. 10 years I'd waited for something real, something honest, and here it was, not the fairy tale apology I used to dream about, just a raw, shaky truth. You don't have to figure it all out tonight, I said, keeping my voice steady. I'm not going anywhere because you're freaking out, but I'm also not going to chase you. Just be honest with yourself for once. She laughed, but it was watery, brittle. You haven't changed at all. Always the calm one. Always thinking you can fix the world with a conversation. Not fixing, I said, smiling a little. Just here. Same as always. The next few hours were weird in the best way. We didn't touch the wedding or the guy, or the lost years. We talked about stupid stuff, favorite books, that road trip playlist we never used, the legendary pranks from college. Normal, easy, like muscle memory. Eventually she sighed. Jordan, I think I need time. Real time. To figure out who I actually am and what I actually want, and if the road I'm on is even mine. I nodded into the dark. Take all the time you need. Just don't lie to yourself anymore. Long pause. This one felt different. Lighter somehow. Jordan, she said, voice tiny. Yeah, I'm scared I've ruined everything. You won't, I told her. Not because of me, because the truth always comes out. And it's never as terrifying as pretending. The line went quiet again, and then she laughed. A real, open, sunrise kind of laugh that punched me right in the chest with 10 years of memories. Why do you always have to make sense? She asked. Somebody's gotta. We stayed on the phone until the sky turned pink. When we finally hung up, there was no promise, no dramatic love declaration, just peace. The kind that comes from finally saying the quiet parts out loud. The weeks after were slow. She didn't blow up my phone. Life kept moving. But every few days there'd be a text, a memory, a song, a random thought. Small, honest breadcrumbs. And honestly, those little messages meant more than any over-the-top gesture ever could have. I figured something out in that stretch of waiting. Real love isn't always the movie climax. Sometimes it's just patience, giving someone room to grow, even if that growth might take them somewhere else for a while. Then one random afternoon my phone buzzed. Mia, Jordan, I'm ready to talk. Like really talk. No distractions, no side roads. Just us. Are you in? I stared at the screen, heart racing, but the answer was already there. Me always. Some truths take the long way home, but they still get there.